We have a breaking from Bihar as well. Jitan Ram Manjhi of Hindustan Awam Morcha could also be part of the Modi cabinet. In fact, he was part of the big NDA meet, part of the stage. He was sitting next to the allies, in fact, next to Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu and Apna Dal's Anupriya Patel. What we hear right now that he could also be made part of the cabinet. I have my colleague Prabhakar joining us from Patna. Prabhakar, tell us what are you hearing about Jitan Ram Manjhi?
See, the list of probable ministers we were running for last 2 days, that were all speculative. But now they have all started receiving calls. So we have confirmation that Jitan Ram Manjhi has received a call from PMO for taking oath as a cabinet minister in today's oath ceremony when the Narendra Modi takes oath for the third time. So Jitan Ram Manjhi's name is confirmed. We were already speculating and we were already confirming to our viewers that he would be given a cabinet berth. But now Jitan Ram Manjhi's party sources have confirmed to us that he has already received a call for the oath-taking ceremony. There are other members of JDU who are still in the pipeline waiting for that call to happen, call to reach them, and they are Lalan Singh and Ramnath Thakur. These are the two names from JDU who are the probable members to be inducted in the cabinet ceremony, which will happen today along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the third name, the third berth for the JDU might actually happen at a later stage when the expansion happens. But as of now, our sources in JDU are confirming to us that two persons will be inducted today itself and will be sworn in as a cabinet minister. They are Lalan Singh, who happens to be a former JDU national president and also a third-term MP from Munger Lok Sabha constituency, and Ramnath Thakur, who happens to be son of former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur, who is also a Bharat Ratna awardee. He is a Rajya Sabha member from JDU, and he will also be sworn in as a minister today. Though they have not received their calls yet, they are waiting for their call to come from PMO. And today we are told that around 11 a.m., Prime Minister would be having a tea with all those who would be swearing in along with Prime Minister today evening at the ceremony which would be held at Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Right. Thank you, Prabhakar, for joining us with those details. This is an important day today for the country, for, of course, the NDA government and also the allies and the opposition. Modi 3.0 to begin today. Narendra Modi is all set to take oath as the Prime Minister of the country for the third time at 7:15 today. But what is the final nature of the Modi cabinet? How will the allies be sort of accommodated? What kind of cabinet portfolios will they get? And what kind of shape, what kind of picture will this cabinet present? What kind of governance priorities will it have? What will be on agenda? Will there be a common agenda? Will there be a CMP like we saw in earlier coalitions? All those are questions that will have to be answered. But of course, Narendra Modi in the last NDA meeting that happened yesterday made it clear that governance will be on top agenda, good governance especially, and he said that it's always been the NDA government, there's been no change. Joining us now is Sugata Srinivasa Raju, who's a senior journalist. We have Smita Gupta, author and senior journalist, and also Shaina NC, spokesperson of the BJP, joining us. To you, Shaina, what do you feel today? Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me. Shaina, to you first. Does it feel a little different this time? Because 2014, 2019 was very different with complete majority for the BJP. This time, of course, things are a little dependent on allies. How's the party looking at it?
I think quite the contrary. This time it's history. 2014 or 2019 was obviously people restoring faith in Prime Minister Modi, but this is creating history. Post 1962, this is the first time that you've had a Prime Minister come in for the third time in a row, and that too on his own accord. 240 is not some small number. If you look collectively, amalgamate all the India Alliance partners, and they don't cross this single number of us. So having said that, I think the number game aside now is the roadmap to a Viksit Bharat, the roadmap to a progressive India. And when I say progressive India, the Prime Minister will not waste one day. As you can see, even today, whether it is the new team of ministers to highlight what should be the vision plan in the interest of the country has always been paramount. So as our Pradhan Sevak embarks upon a historical journey, we all would like to wish Prime Minister Modi very well as the whole cabinet, because the country reposes faith and Vishwas in this team that has decided to take ahead the vision plan of the common citizen.
Right. Shugata, how do you see something like this, especially the role of TDP? Because we just got confirmations that two young MPs, Ram Mohan Naidu and Pesamani Chandrasekhar, could be part of the cabinet. Both of them, Pesamani Chandrasekhar is around 48, Ram Mohan Naidu is just 36, but the only MP with experience. He's a three-term MP. How do you see the TDP navigating the politics of Delhi this time, considering that Delhi is also a newer place for the TDP that, of course, is used to being the kingmaker in the past, but this time, of course, it's all new.
Thank you, Vasudha. Good morning. See, the situation is very different to this time around because of the numbers. BJP is a solid 240 block, and there is very little leg room or elbow room. So bargaining and brinkmanship has its limits. So also, Chandrababu Naidu is not the Chandrababu Naidu that we saw in the 1990s. He was a younger person. He has aged. He is 70 plus. He is very keen to transfer his legacy to his son. And, he is also becoming the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh after very trying circumstances. He has been in jail, he has come out, he has fought a very hard battle. So he needs Mr. Modi as much as Mr. Modi needs him. And also his numbers, he can't go beyond a point to sort of impose or, in the parlance of the past, arm twist the center. I feel that the centrality of the Prime Minister's office will continue. You've been reporting about Gadkari and Rajnath all being part of the cabinet. See, all that is expected. I don't see very too many changes. There's a lot of continuity. The only question that I will have is, again, she's also from the south, so I'll ask this question. There is one lady who was part of the CCS last time, Nirmala Sitharaman. Will she be also sworn in? Is the big question that I have in my mind. So those are, interesting things that we will have to watch through the day. And the other thing is, see, all the other parties after TDP and JDU are all single-digit parties. It could be the Shiv Sena or Ramvilas Paswan's party or JDS or Jitin Ram Manji that you spoke about. So they are all single or double or 3 or 4 MP parties where a lot of people are senior people.
Right.
So 1 or 2 will be accommodated. And I don't think this is, by far a more stable coalition. And it's not the noisy thing that we saw in 2009 or 2004, where the DMK used to sort of create a kind of atmosphere that would put, the Congress on the brink. So right. I don't think that kind of a thing is being witnessed this time.
Right. Smita Gupta, you've covered so many governments in the past. Tell us what are the early signs, because when Shugata says that this looks like a cordial alliance to start with, what do you think? Because you've seen the UPA governments. How did they look like when they began? And we all know how that ended.
Well, in this particular Modi 3.0, as it is being described, I noticed that earlier in this bulletin, you and your colleague were expressing some surprise at the fact that Rajnath Singh and Gadkari, had their names had already been announced. Apart from the fact that the BJP will have to keep its allies in mind, I think because of the diminishing of the BJP's numbers, because there is now a question mark on Mr. Modi's invincibility, that he can get anybody elected. Mr. Rajnath Singh and Mr. Gadkari, who are both very senior leaders, will probably play a much larger role in decision making. As we know, in the first 2 terms of Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah kind of ruled the roost. Now they will have to give Rajnath Singh and Nitin Gadkari more space in decision making. It's not a question of the portfolios that they get, but it's a question of the actual decision, the common decision-making apparatus of the party. Secondly, Rajnath Singh represents Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Gadkari represents Maharashtra, 2 states in which the BJP has done poorly in this particular election. So he couldn't have afforded to have sidelined these 2 individuals.
Right.
The BJP has also made it clear, as Sugata said, that all these other parties are much smaller in number. So they have, what I hear, that they have insisted that the top 4 portfolios should be with the BJP. And in addition, they want to keep parliamentary affairs, a key one, education, culture, INB. So you can see the direction in which the BJP wishes to retain control in the government that is formed this evening.
Right.
As far as the allies are concerned, Jitan Ram Majhi, for instance, though I think he's a single MP,
Yes.
a single MP party, he will get a major position, and I think there will be an emphasis on the backward caste, because in UP, which was the state on which the BJP was relying,
Right.
Their numbers have diminished so much, so they will want to show that the OBCs get a big chunk of seats in this government, whether it comes through the BJP or whether it comes through allies. So you'll have Jitan Ram Majhi, Rameshwar Thakur, who is let's not forget Karpuri Thakur, the late Karpuri Thakur's son.
Right.
So there's a historical significance to that.
So there could be some importance, a lot of importance to Bihar and of course the states which have done well, and of course there'll also be importance to states which have not done well. Shaina, I'd like to get you on Maharashtra now because you come from Mumbai. But before that, we also have Venkata Ramana Reddy joining us. Mr. Reddy, congratulations. TDP has already confirmed the names of Pesamani Chandrasekhar and also Ram Mohan Naidu, sir. What kind of, I hear from my BJP sources that there was no hard bargain this time. BJP just asked for names from Mr. Naidu and Mr. Naidu just gave names. So clearly it seems to us that at least in the NDA meeting that there seems to be more dependence on Narendra Modi despite Narendra Modi's government depending on the allies, but the allies seem to know that there is, there are limitations to their bargaining powers this time. Is that the case, sir?
No, it's not that. See, basically, you should understand that Telugu Desam is a state-centric party, and we are there in Telangana and Andhra. And the state is in a severe financial crisis, and we have a lot on our hands, and all the major projects are on hold. So, to be more precise, it's a disaster situation for us, both on the development side as well as on the fiscal side. So, we would be more than happy if Modi, then having a cabinet berth at the center, we would be more than happy if we could get some more funds to, development activities, get more industries in, because we're looking at turning the state around. So our emphasis will be on putting Andhra back on track, AP back on track. So I think CBN Garu, he's more interested in what we can do for the state than, having another ministry or getting another MOS. So it doesn't really matter to us. So we would be very happy, and we are happy with Modi Garu, and we believe that Modi will help us to get out of the rut that we are in at the present. So on the long run, yes, it's a good thing that TDP is a part of the government there. And we hope that the flow of funds from Delhi will start. And then since Jagan Mohan Reddy has put us in a 14 lakh crore debt, it's high time we pull our socks together, and get on to the job.
That's an important point, Mr. Reddy.